Let's search the place. Yes, sir. Are these yours?
Yes.
Seize them. Yes, sir. Take him away. On the 18th of September, did you drive the car with registration number SJD9003?
It was Zulkifli.
Really? Listen, if you don't tell us the truth, we will find out eventually. So would you rather tell us the truth now?
Okay. It was me.
Kau tak nampak besar-besar macam ni, kau buta ke apa?
Dah nak buat apa?
Buat apa lagi? River cabut sudah lah. Pelan. Cabut. Jangan. Alamak. Cabut, jangan hegel, jangan.
So, Anwar was the last person with you inside the car.
Yes.
What about the drugs in the vehicle?
They were mine.
Anwar bin Abdul Razak was charged for repeat consumption of specified drugs and sentenced to 5 years imprisonment and 3 strokes of a cane. He was also sentenced to another 3 months for voluntarily causing hurt to a public servant and displaying threatening behaviour against a public servant. Harun was charged for drug possession and sentenced to 18 months imprisonment. Zulkifli was admitted to a drug rehabilitation centre for treatment and rehabilitation. Latifa's urine was tested negative and follow-up investigation found that she was not involved in the drug activities. From the first arrest at Bedok Reservoir Road, Senior Investigation Officer Naseh and his team of officers from the Central Narcotics Bureau took less than 24 hours to find and apprehend those who were involved in the controlled drugs that were found in the abandoned car. This case is a testament of good cooperation between the Singapore Police Force and the Central Narcotics Bureau. It also highlights the courage and persistence of our home team officers who are dedicated and determined to keep Singapore clean of illegal use of controlled drugs.
Once a person gets entangled in drug abuse, it will be a very difficult and long journey to be free of the drug trap. Drug abuse is something that will not only harm oneself, but also harm their loved ones. That is why it is important not to take the first misstep to even try out drugs. Preventive drug education is one of CNB's key strategies to keep the drug situation under control. There are many signs that parents and teachers can look out for to see if their charges may be under the influence of drugs. The Preventive Drug Education Resource Package, produced by CNB, was produced to assist teachers in equipping students with relevant knowledge and information on drugs and inhalant abuse. The resource package can also be accessed on CNB's website. Some mistakenly believe that abusing substances such as cannabis and ice is a cool thing to do. It's not dangerous, and they will not get addicted and can stop anytime they want to. This is not true. Taking any illicit drugs is dangerous and may even have fatal consequences, as viewers will find out from a medical expert from the Institute of Mental Health, who will share with viewers the dangers of ice abuse.
Ice is a chemical substance. Its chemical name is methylated amphetamine or methamphetamine. It is a colorless substance. It has got no odor as well. It resembles glass fragments, which is why it is called ice in the streets in Singapore. People could be using drugs for fun and for socializing purposes. It could be also a sign that they are using drugs for coping with the day-to-day stresses. And also it could be a sign of rebellion against parental figures and other authoritative figures in their lives. The dangers are that it can cause both physical and mental health damage to all of us if you take it regularly. The physical dangers are that it can cause stroke, it can cause heart attacks, it can also cause various organ damage such as kidney failure. When you talk about mental health, it can cause anxiety, depression, and also psychosis. It can also make people very violent and aggressive.
Message I like to just share with many people out there is that if they are being chanced upon this chance to experiment in any kinds of drugs, my advice to them is to keep clear, because it's not worth trying it. They may have a lot of excuses. They may just experiment it, or they may just take it out of curiosity or out of rebellion, but whatever reason it may be, because ultimately you are the one who is suffering at the end of it.
CNB adopts a zero-tolerance stance towards illicit drug activities and will continue our enforcement efforts to clamp down on drug activities in Singapore. Earlier this year, the Misuse of Drugs Act was amended to strengthen our capacity to tackle drug trafficking, one of which was enhancing the punishment of those who sell drugs to the young and vulnerable persons or make use of them to sell drugs. For more information, please visit our CNB's internet website.
In the following segment, Crime Watch will bring you an exclusive glimpse of joint operations between the police and CNB officers. We hope you have found this episode of Crime Watch insightful and informative. If you've always wanted to find out more about what the police and the rest of the Home Team agencies do, join us at our inaugural Home Team Festival happening from 8 to 10 November at the Singapore Expo. There'll be exciting activities and opportunities to interact with Home Team officers and a chance to experience the latest technologies used by the Home Team. We've come to the end of this episode of Crime Watch. If you have any query or feedback, do feel free to drop us an email. Until next month, I'm DSP Julius Lim signing off.